Hi, everybody, and welcome to Chelsea Grottenbank's Facebook video. Today, we're talking about what you could do if you opt not to go to college. It's time for kids to start making choices. Many of them have chosen the school that they want to go to, but there are definitely a group of kids out there that aren't sure what they're going to do after college or haven't made a decision yet. So today we're going to talk about maybe what some options are for those people who aren't quite sure what they're going to be doing yet. So the first option is if you don't know what you're going to be doing yet because you aren't sure what you've liked, or you haven't experienced enough classes yet, you haven't really found anything that completely interests you. One of the top options is to go to a community college and just start getting those mandatory classes underneath your belt, classes that are transferable to another college of your choice later so that you don't have to take those classes. It also would give you the opportunity to feel your way through some other types of classes that you think that you might enjoy that might be less expensive than doing it at a formal college. So community colleges are less expensive. They often offer classes in many different subject levels that might get you a 2-year degree. But in order to get your 4-year degree, you might have to transfer after you've taken a couple of classes, or you've decided what you really want to do because you've found a subject that you really like. So that is one really good option. And even for those people who know that they want to go to a UConn or an Eastern or something like that, going to a community college and knocking out some of those mandatory classes in advance is a really good way to save yourself some money. The classes are going to be exactly the same. Make sure that they are transferable from the community college that you choose, but it will save you some money because community college classes are much less expensive than even in-state tuitions for state schools. Another option, is to get a job. So maybe you're not sure what you want to do, go try some different things. Get a job at someplace that you think that you might be interested in working. So even if it's doing something maybe a little bit different, like answering the phones or doing reception, taking care of paperwork, being a runner, working as an intern, just trying to get some ideas if that's a field that you think that you might really be interested in. So that's a really good way to kind of feel out where you think that your skills might lie or where your interests might be. If you have a hobby that you really enjoy, you may want to start a business. This time, currently right now, is not the world's best time to launch a business all on your own. We're in a very hard economic downturn right now due to COVID, but that we will be coming out of that at some time, and making the decision to start your own business is always a way to go. Things that we might recommend are to get some classes in business management, to figure out or take some community classes. We offer a small business series that gives you a real good look at what it looks like to own your own business, the things that you have to do to get going. And our next session launches in the fall. If you want to right now, you could take some classes in small business management and QuickBooks and things like that to help get you some information that you might need for running the back side of that business. All of us are really good at what we're good at. So somebody might be an amazing chef, but do they know how to do the books? Maybe not. So learning a different skill is important. Maybe it's a good time to travel abroad. It's not really a good time for travel, but as we're moving into the fall semester, hopefully travel will be opening up. So is this a good time for you to work a job and get some time to travel in? As we get older and our responsibilities become more it's a little bit harder to travel. So if you're not sure about what you want to do, maybe it's a good time to take the opportunity to do some travel. You could learn a trade. Not everybody needs to go to college. Do you want to be a hairdresser? Do you want to be an electrician? Do you want to be a plumber? Do you want to work in manufacturing? Sometimes you don't need a college degree to be working in one of those fields. Oftentimes, as long as you hold some skills, you might be able to get a foot in the door in some of those businesses and then learn the trade that way. You could also choose to attend a technical college, which would then get you the skills that you might need to operate in one of those fields. You could join the military. I'm not going to talk much about that, but it is an option. But that is a very individual choice, just as all of the rest of these are individual choices. Maybe you want to take some time to volunteer. Think about the organizations that you really like, what they're doing in the community, and offer to volunteer. Sometimes jobs and connections can be made through volunteer opportunities, because oftentimes you're working directly next to somebody from another local company or owns their own business that is also doing volunteer work in the community. So it's a great way to meet people and find out about different things in the community. And you never know, if you really like the way that organization works or what the organization is doing, you may eventually want to work for that organization someday. And you can finally take some adult ed classes. Adult ed classes are offered through like Norwich Adult Ed or New London Adult Ed, and you can take one-off classes to learn interesting skills like computer classes, or we offer some financial classes that way. So it's definitely an opportunity to keep that learning going. They offer cooking classes. They offer all kinds of different classes through the adult ed program, and you could earn a diploma that way, potentially. So when you are thinking through what you want to do, where you want to go, there are definitely other opportunities outside of attending college. And thinking through what those opportunities are really important. So by the time you're graduating in June, you have a really good idea of what you want to do the day after graduation. So we hope to see you again tomorrow. Keep on keeping on and have a great day. Bye-bye.